Hello and welcome to episode 1 of my brand new podcast, Off the Shelf. My name's Beth from BethPlaysGames. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at BethPlaysGames. And I'm really excited to be hosting this new podcast. It's basically talking to people in the world of board gaming and asking them important questions like, if you were going to play a game with the Queen, what would you play? Or if aliens were invading, what would you suggest for them to play? You know, the essentials like that. So thank you so much for giving this a listen, and hopefully there'll be some more episodes out for you soon. So our very first guest is the lovely Robyn from ScratchItOffBoardGames. She started by documenting her journey playing and rating games from a Scratch Off Games list poster, and now has a combined following of over 15,000 across her TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube channel. Very impressive. She also has surprisingly good piccolo skills and has been known to make a full chess set out of just chocolate and shortbread. Welcome, Robyn.
What a wonderful introduction. I'd never actually thought about my combined followers until now, so that was nice. That was nice.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad. So how this will work is we'll start with your gateway game and then move on to some kind of scenario questions. So I'd love for you to tell us all about your gateway game, the game that kind of got you into board games as an adult and inspired that love that's kind of become your hobby and passion and everything now.
Yeah, of course. Well, I think my first for many people, I believe, my first gateway game was Pandemic. I'm sure you've played or have at least heard of Pandemic.
I haven't played, but I have heard that for a lot of people it's their gateway game. I know, I need to play.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I think it was one of the first, if not the first, game that introduced cooperation and co-op gameplay, which wasn't really a thing until Pandemic. I remember going to a board game cafe when they were like brand new in London with my ex-partner, and we went there and he said, I really want to play Pandemic. And I was like, oh, what's this? The end of the world, a global pandemic, a virus. How unlikely
Never
is
heard of
that?
it.
But this was years ago. I can't even, probably like 2014, 2015, something like that.
Yeah.
And started playing, had no idea what was going on, had to have two guys, complete strangers, join us, teach us the rules. And I just thought to myself, this is really cool. The game is like against you. That was just a really nice thing that I never thought would be possible. And then I forgot about board gaming for a long time, focused on like work and stuff like that. And then a few years later, Pandemic just kind of popped up again, and I went, oh yeah, I'll get that. It's on sale for like 15 quid. I got it, and then yeah. And then many more board games kind of sprouted from that. Yeah.
200 games later.
Yeah. I can't remember. I think I'm at 200, if not closer to 250, but I can't remember the last time I counted. Last time I counted, I think, was 194, but I've had a lot of games since then.
At some point you can just say, I've got lots of games.
Yeah. If I just say around 200, let's just say that.
Yeah, it's so lovely as well that some like friendly local board gamers have kind of brought you into the fold a bit with their knowledge too. That says so much about the kind of people that love to play board games in the community.
Yeah, it was so lovely. Just very rare that, a bunch of strangers will just be like, hey, let me help you with this thing and introduce you to this wonderful new world. I can't remember their names, but they were so lovely. And thanks to them, I still didn't know what I was doing. They were practically playing for me, but I can confidently say I can successfully, I can play Pandemic now, no problem.
And it's quite revolutionary, I think, when you play a co-op game for the first time after years of childhood, kind of like being pinned against each other in Monopoly, to then go to playing as a team is quite a nice thing.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what it was growing up. It was either Monopoly, Cluedo, Othello. Do you know Othello, where you've got the they look like little Oreos and you've got to like flip them over?
Yes, I do know that one.
Yeah, and that was my brother's favorite game, and he would absolutely thrash me every single time. So I thought board games for the longest time were just like being really competitive with your sibling.
Yeah, head to head.
Yeah, 100%. Cool.
So we'll do our next question, which is, a classic one. It's you're on a desert island, you've got one game with you. It's not secretly a detailed instruction leaflet on how to escape or how to build a raft or like a hidden survival guide. It's a literal board game that you will
Mm-hmm.
have to play for the rest of your life. Which one would you be bringing with you?
I actually thought for a long time about this because I thought I could just go obvious and pick my favourite board game, but I would get bored of it. And I don't want to get bored of my favourite board game. I think boredom, if you're stuck on a desert island, boredom is the thing that's going to take hold of you the most. So you want one with the most variety. Actually, it's just down here. Let me grab it. So my game of choice to take to a desert island is Heat.
Lovely.
Pedal to the metal, because you can play it solo, you can play it 2 players, 3 players, you can play it up to 6, and it comes with a bunch of expansions already built in, and
Oh,
different
great. That's so
maps,
good.
different roads. So yeah, this probably has the most content in it, and I would get bored. It would take a lot for me to get bored of this game if I was stuck on a desert island and it's all I had to play. So yeah, it's such a good game.
It's quite new to your collection, I saw.
Yes,
It's a
I
recent
played.
one.
Yeah, I played with Mitch from Good Game Fair Play. I played with him, and you know it looks like a boys' game. It's like racing and F1, and I was like, oh, like my brother likes to watch F1, and I could think of nothing worse or
I
boring
like
than watching
F1.
F1.
I
Fair
think once
play.
you've seen the Drive to Survive Netflix series, it gets you invested in the drama of F1 and then it's more
Yeah.
enjoyable. But pre that, I wasn't interested either.
Yeah. No, to be fair, when I started watching it, I was like, oh, why are you watching this? And then I found myself kind of being like, oh, okay, I could get into it, but never really interested in F1 racing in any way, shape, or form. But I played Heat and I was like, this is so fun. It's just so
Mm,
fun, and it's clever with the mechanics, and just everything about it just screams genius. Whoever designed it, like, fair play, because
great
it's
job.
just such a good experience. And it was like this close. It came between me and Mitch, and it all came down to me flipping over a card, and there was 1 or 2 cards in the deck that
Ooh,
if I flipped that card, I wouldn't cross the finish line and he would. And the card I flipped was one of the 2 cards in the whole deck that meant that
wow.
I came second. And I love it when a game is so
No.
close.
Yeah, because some games you can kind of tell a few rounds in that you've not got much of a hope here of winning it. But that's really good that it's got that tension right to the end. It's great too that you can play at different players. You can keep playing, you know, as the player count changes.
If I've got 5 other friends, we're good. If if there's only 2 of us left, it's fine. If I'm left on my own, I can play Heat. It's fine. I think there's like
It's
4
a lot of
different
versatility.
tracks and so many expansions. So yeah, Heat is my choice.
That's a brilliant choice. Okay, next question. So you're out for a walk, it's getting late, the stars are twinkling above you. Suddenly, it's not actually a star, it's a UFO, and an alien descends and demands that you show them a new game. The fate of the planet depends on their enjoyment of said game, and they've never played a game before. So, what are you recommending?
So I'm going for a game that whenever anyone who's completely new to modern board gaming says, I want to play a game with you, what should I play? It's the game that 9 times out of 10 I will recommend. There's 2 that I recommend 9 times out of 10, but I'm going for the one that I think would intrigue the aliens the most, and I'm going for Horrified.
Lovely. That sounds very alien vibes as well. I'd say horrified.
Yeah, I think it would really give the aliens kind of. I'm kind of thinking like psychologically about this as well. I'm trying to be clever because I think the aliens would think that Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, the mummy, the invisible man, Wolfman, all of these creatures, they don't know fact from fiction
Yeah.
if they're landing on Earth. So if they see some scary, scary creatures, they're going to be like, maybe we shouldn't destroy this planet. It looks like they've got
Yeah.
quite an arsenal of bad guys over here with insane powers.
Yeah, I've had a nice time with this one creature, but actually everyone else sounds a bit, I'm off.
Yeah. And also, when you win Horrified, it feels incredible. And anyone I've played Horrified with wants to play again and again and again. And I think that they would probably also get their fix of killing,
Yeah.
hopefully, by killing those monsters. And they're like, we've had our fill, we'll leave you alone. leave you and Dracula to it, and we're gonna go somewhere else.
Off to another planet, see what they've got going.
Have
Fair
you
enough.
played
That's a great
Horrified?
choice. No, this is making me feel really bad now. I haven't played Horrified either. I'm not doing a very good job here, but I'll add them to my list. I've seen lots of people recently talking about Horrified, actually.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I
loads
know
of
it's not
versions.
that new, but yeah.
Yeah, I've got Universal Monsters, I've got Dungeons and Dragons, are Horrified, but any of them are good.
Yeah.
They're just excellent. Again, every time I've played and I haven't won, it's always hinged on one move, which I think, speaks volumes of how good a game it is.
Definitely. Right. Next question.
I'm
Describe
ready.
your favorite game in 3 words. What are they? And you can choose to tell us the game. I think lots of people will already know your favorite game if they've been watching watching for a while. Or we can try and puzzle it together if you don't want to tell us about which one it is.
I mean, anyone who's seen majority of my videos will know what my favorite game is, but the 3 words to describe it is panda causes chaos.
Lovely.
Just keep it nice and simple. What on earth could the game be? I have no idea.
I also not played Takenoko. Just so you know, I have to be honest.
Oh no.
I know, but as soon as I saw your video on it and how it was your favorite game when you showed all of your collection, I thought I need to bump that right to the top because it looks lovely with the little bamboo pieces and like the
Yeah,
little tiles of the
it's
board.
so
It's beautiful.
great. I love Takenoko because that is also the 2 games I show to people is Horrified and Takenoko. And Takenoko is just so wonderful at teaching you kind of the core things you need to know when stepping into modern board gaming. Takenoko isn't the most difficult game. I'd say it's medium to light, so people can jump into it and fall in love with board gaming just like I did. And it's really cute. It's the pastel colours and the little panda and the bamboo, and it's just a nice time. And when somebody, the only time I ever get angry playing Takenoko is when the panda eats a bamboo that I'm trying to grow. And even then, you can't be mad because it's a cute little panda.
Yeah. And they're endangered, so you've got to give them some slack as well.
Exactly. Yeah, I would highly recommend Takenoko to anyone who wants to start board gaming because it's just joyful. It's just a delight and has a special place in my heart. I don't know why. I just love pandas, clearly.
Just your favorite. Yeah, pandas are actually my favorite animal, so I do need to get on that one.
So yeah, I think you would love Takenoko. It's just
anything I think to introduce someone to board gaming, anything with nice components, I think is quite a good way to go. Where if they're only kind of used to playing Monopoly, Uno, those kind of or like family games at Christmas, like articulating things, I think when they experience a game that has the cutesy little pieces, it kind of gets them thinking, well, what else is out there? What else can I have a go at?
Takenoko is nice as well because you're trying to complete these objectives that nobody else knows what you're trying to achieve. So it's kind of like a secret. So there's no pressure. You're doing it on your own terms. You're kind of playing a solo game amongst other people, even though you are competing, because you're not all trying to aim for the same thing. So yeah, there's no pressure. It's not like out there in what you're trying to do, which I think is nice.
That is nice. And it's nice. Some people don't love a super competitive games. That's a good one for that kind of group too. Right. We're on our final question, actually.
I can't believe it.
I know, it's gone really quickly. So I know that you are a history fan, like me. I've popped a historical question here, and it's not a dates quiz or anything scary. But if you could introduce a game to any historical figure, who would it be and which game would you want to play with them?
So I knew the historical figure straight away, and I kind of have 2 answers. So my question for you, Beth, is how family friendly is this podcast?
Whatever you want to go, you can tell us both if you want to.
So I've gone with Cleopatra.
Lovely.
Because she
is
icon. An absolute icon. My favourite thing that Cleopatra ever said was, "No man will ever find where I am buried." And that is true. No one has found where she is buried yet. They haven't found her tomb. And the one person who is this close, the archaeologist who is this close to finding where she is buried, is a woman, which
good for her.
I think is so cool. So my family-friendly answer would be I would play Timeline with Cleopatra. You've got a hand of cards, and you are putting out your timeline. So you'll have a card in front of you and it might say, I don't know, an historical event like Michael Jackson's Thriller music video, and you've got the date for that, so it'll be 1980 something. And then you've got another card with another historical event, so it could be when the pencil sharpener was invented. So you have to decide, without looking at the back of the card, whether you think it's before Michael Jackson's Thriller, after Michael Jackson's Thriller, and it gets harder because cards keep growing in your timeline, and then you have to try and figure out where you think this event would have happened in that timeline.
Great. That sounds like a really good one to use in schools and
Yes,
with young children too.
I said that because when I did my top 50 board games of all time, timeline was number 50, and I said that it's a great... I don't teach history, but I can imagine for history teachers, it would be a great tool to show kids kind of the timeline of things. And I think Cleopatra would just really love to know what's happened, you know, since she passed, and she would really love to know kind of
Been going on.
what we've been up to. I do have another game that I think Cleopatra would love.
Yeah.
I don't own this game, but it is called Night Shift. So Night Shift is you take on the role of a young lady in a establishment where she dances for money.
Yep. Lovely.
And I think Cleopatra would love that because women taking back the power, earning money with, you know, from their sexuality and just being wonderful, beautiful women. And I don't know if you know this, but Cleopatra invented the first... How do I put this? Cleopatra invented the first thing that can be used for women when they don't need a man.
Mm-hmm. Good for her and good for everybody else.
Yeah. So I think she would love Night Shift. She'd be like, wow, look at how far we've come as a society when women are, you know, making money off just being beautiful and fabulous and having a little dance.
That's a very selfless choice of you to pick one that she would actually really enjoy rather than what would you like to play with her. You've gone for actually, this is something that she would like. I'm giving her a nice experience here.
Yeah,
that's
and
great.
I really want to play Night Shift as well, to be fair. It's been on my list of games to play because I just love the idea of that as a theme. So yeah, I would love to play Night Shift with Cleopatra.
I love the thought of Cleopatra just kind of sat opposite you, playing a game, playing anything. I think would be quite entertaining.
Yeah, I think she'd just be fascinated more than anything. Playing a game like that.
Definitely.
So yeah, a lot. Let's give some Cleopatra love in this podcast. Love her.
Yeah, we love you, Cleopatra. If you're
love
listening.
you, Cleopatra. Yes, and I hope when your tomb is found that it is the woman archaeologists who are successful.
Yeah, all remains hidden forever.
All remains hidden. Yeah. Also that. I think she'll be found soon. Next couple of years, I think.
Fingers crossed. By the woman who's on the case. That's so funny.
Yes.
Well, that was all the questions. I did want to have a chat with you though about your YouTube channel because that's something that you're kind of starting out with.
Yeah.
It's already super successful.
It's doing okay, you know?
Yeah.
It's just started uploading what I do on TikTok and Instagram on my YouTube shorts, and a lot of that took off, like my top 50 short videos took off, and that was great. And then I thought, well, YouTube has always been something I've strived for. When I was 16, I uploaded YouTube videos. No one will ever find this channel, but I did upload YouTube videos, mostly of me singing, hanging out with friends, and I just loved... I've never been someone who's into fame or, you know, I don't want to be famous. I just want to create and share what I create with the world, and I love that I can do that, from filming to editing to posting. And I like to talk. I'm quite a chatterbox, so sometimes I find it really hard to put across what I want to in a TikTok video or a YouTube short or an Instagram when it can only be 3 minutes long. It's very hard.
And even then, people are zoning out. If it's over like a couple of 30 seconds, they're kind of like scrolling on sometimes. Yeah,
it's really hard to just kind of grab people's attention and kind of show who I am in such a short amount of time. So long form is what I watch the most, I would say. I love YouTube. Yes. I put it on when I'm cooking, when I'm cleaning. There's just something really nice about spending 20 minutes or 30 minutes, with someone on a video rather than just a quick snippet. So I'm
Yeah.
really excited with where the YouTube is going. The giveaway was really successful. I've already hit my target. I gave myself an imaginary number in my head, and I said, wouldn't it be cool if I got 2,000 followers on YouTube by the end of the year? And I hit that on the 1st of April.
Which is amazing. Well
And it
done
wasn't
to
an April
you.
Fool's. Thank you.
Clap for you as well. That's so good. And it's just so exciting that it can only go up from here. And yeah, I love watching your videos. I've said this before. I'm just a massive fangirl. But,
Oh, thank you. That's really kind.
yeah, I just
But
think long form content is great, especially when you're cooking, cleaning, just having it on, not in the background, because I do find that I'll be cooking and I'll just realize I've actually not done any stirring or cutting because I'm just actually just zoned in on the video. But it is so nice just to have that option of not having to keep scrolling on your phone, and you can just sit down and enjoy getting to know
100%.
somebody and yeah,
Yeah.
and really soaking in like their personality and what they're up to. So I'm quite new to board gaming, and I think I love seeing people's kind of roundup of games and lists of games, and I want to hear the in-depth chat, because if I'm going to buy a game, I want it to be one that I'm really going to enjoy. So I think with YouTube, it's quite nice that you're not just saying like, bam, this one, this one, this one, this one. It's you're saying, I like this one. Here's some gameplay. This is what I like about it. This is my friends who like it. And you're kind of fully going into it's a bit more educational too, which I really like for kind of making a well-rounded opinion of if I'm also going to enjoy playing that game. So I love your
Yeah.
videos for that. And they're just
Thank
funny and
you.
whimsical. I love the one with Tinkerbell. I thought that was great.
Oh, I'll give her a plug. That is my wonderful friend Georgia Fawcett. She has done insanely well on TikTok in particular. She's got 2 million on TikTok.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I knew her way before her TikTok fame. We've done shows together for years, and she approached me actually and said, "Hey, let's combine my love of Disney, your love of board games, and let's make something." And it was brilliant, and we
What a
had
good
such a fun
idea.
time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's fun to watch because you're obviously having such a fun time together. And that's the same with when you have videos with your wife too. They're just so like joyful to watch and be a part of. It just makes me like giggle to myself when I'm watching you, because you've just got such good charisma together. It's lovely.
Thank you. I know it's an ongoing joke that my wife wants me to get rid of all of my board games, but in reality, she is my biggest fan. She puts up with the fact that a whole corner of our living room is just dedicated to gaming, and there's constant piles of board games everywhere. And she's just incredible, and I'm very grateful that she is happy for me to take over our living room and kind of chase my
Yeah,
dream of board gaming. Even though she isn't the biggest fan of board games herself, she's my biggest cheerleader. So yeah, I love her for that.
that's lovely. And she's happy to play the occasional game with you.
Yeah, yes. I mean, she for some reason she hates Love Letter. She really
Oh,
refuses to play Love Letter with me. I don't know why, but if it's like a
yeah.
more like chilled game, yeah, she really she's really understanding.
That's lovely. And when the postman arrives every day and you're another game, she's like turns a blind eye to it. That's good.
Yeah, she answered the doorbell earlier actually, and she was like, "It's for you." So
And it's a
sorry.
massive box. What could it
Yeah,
be?
my bad, my bad. But yeah, going back to YouTube, I've got loads of really exciting things planned. I'm going to start doing my top 50 of this year, which seems crazy because it seems like yesterday I did my top 50 from last year, and I'm getting some friends together to hopefully play a legacy game. So we'll see
Lovely.
how that goes. But yeah, lots of fun things in the works, hopefully.
So if people want to find you over there, what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Everywhere, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, it is at Scratch It Off Board Games, all one word. You will find me. Just Scratch It Off Board Games, nice and easy. And I don't really do the Scratch It Off poster anymore because it's kind of shifted now. But I hope to do more of that at some
That's such
point.
a brilliant idea. I just think that's so great.
Well,
It's really interesting.
that's how it started. That's how my TikTok channel started. I was really getting into board games. I had quite a few in my collection. I say quite a few. I had about 20, and now I've got 200. But I was really getting into it, and I thought, how can I just have an excuse to play more games? And then I saw that there was a Scratch It Off poster for board games, and I went, well, that's brilliant. I'll go through each game, rank them, see which comes out on top. Yeah, so that's how it all began.
Exactly, and it's a great little dopamine boost to kind of scratch it off like, "Yes, I've done that one," and it's all the classics too. It's a good board game education to do the ones that
Yeah.
people would put on a poster rather than some of the more modern-y. Yeah.
Yeah, there are some more modern ones on there, but it is modern ones that a lot
It's
of
like
people.
Catan and yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mm, Catan is a mid game for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I
It,
think it's okay, yeah.
yeah, it's fine. I'll never own it, but I respect it for what it is
Yeah.
because I did a post on this a while ago. I will not gatekeep people in what they like. I might not like Catan, but if someone loves Catan, that's great. You're getting into board gaming.
Yeah, my husband loves it. He plays with his friends, that's lovely, and then when he's with me, we play Coffee Rush, we play
Lovely.
River Valley Glassworks, all
Oh,
all
yep, yep.
the lovely
I've
ones.
I've got River Valley Glassworks. I have got a video about River Valley Glassworks and others coming up soon. So
Yay! I
yeah,
will look forward to that one because that's
yes,
amongst my probably top 10 games, I think. Well, thank you so much for your time.
of
Is there anything
course.
else you kind of wanted to chat about, like UKGE or like any events anything you're doing this year?
Mm, just working on videos is what I'm striving to do. Just keep on working on them. And because I love it, I love talking about games, playing games, meeting new people. I love meeting new people, which is why I'm so excited for UK Games Expo. I am grateful enough to have a press pass this year, so I will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's, 4 of the greatest days of the year because I get to play board games nonstop and meet new people and play brand new exciting games, which is
Lovely. And
fantastic.
everyone's willing to play.
Yes, yes, I can look out into a room and I'll know that any one of these people would love to play a game, which is lovely. And I wanted to say, Beth, well done to you too, because you're quite new-ish to the social
Yeah,
media world, and you are absolutely smashing it.
thanks.
Like
I'm
it took
having
me
a good go.
forever. Yeah, you're smashing it. It took me forever, especially on Instagram, to get a following, and the fact that you're already there in the space of just like however long. How long have you been doing it now?
Since it was the 27th of January, so a couple of months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the fact that you've got as many as you have in a couple of months, I was like, oh, what's our secret?
Do you know, it's just so nice to be part of. The reason I set up my Instagram initially was so that I had a feed that was just board games so that I could see what was new and like what I should play just because I was really getting into it and I didn't know. I just didn't want all of my algorithms getting muddled. So I thought I'll just have it all in one place. And then I thought I love these unboxing videos. I'll start posting those too. And then it's just kind of spiraled. And now, yeah, I'm going to UKGE. I'm doing all the things. So I'm just really enjoying it. So it's nice to have a creative outlet, um, which is good because I've got two small children and my brain is normally just mush. So it's nice to focus on something that's not being a mum.
Yeah, that I think, yeah, you hit the nail on the head there. Board games is just fun, and without trying to sound like my mum, it's nice to be away from screens as well
Mm,
and just have some time of like something that's like physical. You
yeah.
can actually move pieces and it's not screen, it's not your phone, it's not. I mean, I know we post two screens, but
Yeah.
actually playing the
It's
games,
different.
yeah, it's
Yeah, it
so
is a
different.
proper hobby, like, it's yeah, you're
I
really
mean, it's
challenging and stretching your
huge.
brain with some
You,
games.
what UK Games Expo had like what, almost 100,000 or 75,000 or something like that people attend last year, which is an insane amount of people.
I know, even more this year as well, I think.
Yeah, it's just getting bigger and bigger, and
Very exciting.
yeah, lots of big YouTube channels are making it kind of more the norm instead of, going out to the pub. People will have a game night or have a game night
Yeah.
at a pub.
At the pub, the
Yeah,
ideal scenario. Yeah, especially with
absolutely
there's so
excellent.
many games you can choose from. There's gonna be something out there that you enjoy.
Even if you're like, I don't like board games, there's a board game you're going to like out there.
Yeah. Go for Monopoly Deal and then maybe
Yeah.
see sort on paper from there, and then you could kind of find what you're into, yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend who she categorically says board games are not for me. And then as soon as I brought out Cash and Guns, which is like a party game where you're in the mafia and you're trying to take a bunch of loot, she loved it. And
Yeah.
she wanted me to get her a copy for her birthday. So there you go.
Another gamer.
And that I'm slowly but surely converting all of my friends and family into being
Yeah.
board gamers.
We're like that with that whenever we play One Night Ultimate Werewolf,
Hmm.
whoever we've played it with then just orders it the next day. Like, I just love this game.
But speaking of One Night Ultimate Werewolf, I actually play that all the time with my students.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because as a drama teacher, it's all about lying. And
Mhm.
acting is lying. You're pretending to be someone you're not. So, yeah. And whenever I get out my One Night Ultimate Werewolf, they're so excited. And now, instead of wanting to do their actual drama exams, they just want to play One Night Ultimate Werewolf.
It's a blessing and a curse.
It is. It is. I'm like, you should probably learn your lines, guys. We can't play werewolf, every single lesson.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm even
it's
converting
good.
my students.
Yeah, especially if they like the traitors. It's a good one for them.
I think
I
that's
think
it. Yeah.
Lost in the Woods, the Alley Cat Lost in the Woods is good for drama teaching as well. It's
I
kind of like putting on
haven't.
different voices and yeah,
I've heard of it. So thank you. I will put that in my arsenal
one to consider.
and one to consider. Oh no, another game I've got to order. What a shame.
For teaching purposes.
Yes, for teaching, but all of this teach you about cheese, formaggio. Yep, hegemony, big heavy game, teaches you about
Gardening.
this is about politics and
Mm,
laws and what you have to do in order to survive and taxes. It's the most adult game I have in my entire collection. The rest of them not really, but that's a very adult game.
and we could do with a bit more of that in the education system actually, because there's not a lot of that going on.
Yeah, 100%. I know somebody who played this game and said, I had no idea how politics ran or what was going on in the world. I played that game and it opened my eyes, and now I'm actually looking into who I vote for. So there we go.
Brilliant. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is exactly what you wanted to do. Cleopatra would be approving of that one too then, I think.
Yes. Oh, I really want to play Night Shift with Cleopatra now. I think we just have the best time.
Maybe you can see if Georgia can add that to her repertoire.
What, Cleopatra?
Yeah, add
We'll
that
get we'll
in.
get Disney to make it first, and then she can hop on
Yeah.
it. And yeah, it's all coming
Sweet.
together.
Oh, well, thank you so much for chatting with me. I've had such a lovely time.
Thank you, Beth. This has been wonderful. This is a great podcast idea, and I didn't realize I was number one, the first person that you've spoken to. Any success you have in the future with this podcast, it's all because of me.
Yeah. My manager, my inspiration.
No,
Yeah.
it's all you. It's all you. But yeah, love a good podcast. So maybe
Me
I'll
too.
be
I just
listening to
need something to
myself.
listen to. I just can't have silence. I need something always to be consuming
It's
something.
it's why I started doing Reddit stories about board games on my YouTube, because I know that a lot of people just need to listen to something and not necessarily look at it. So
Mm,
I
definitely. And Reddit
got
stories
one
are
of
the
those
best
planned.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone
So
loves a
much
Reddit
drama.
story. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've just seen the title of the next video I want to do of some of the Reddit stories, and who knew there was so much drama in the board gaming world?
I'll look forward to that.
Amazing.
Right. Well, I'll let you go, but thank you so much. Hope you have a nice Easter and have lots of
Thank you,
chocolate.
Beth. You too. You too. Yes, I've got a few eggs. My first Easter off in a long time, so I will enjoy.
Yeah, soak it up. And hopefully, you'll get a few games in too if you've got some willing participants.
I'm sure I can convince some people to play a game or two. Thank you so much, Beth. It's been wonderful to be
Thank
guest
you.
number one.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll see you at UKGE. I'll be there on Thursday as well, actually. So
Amazing.
hopefully
Well,
I'll
we'll
bump
meet
into
up
you.
and play some games. We'll play some Takenoko.